Okay, hey everybody, it's Mark. I haven't decided if I'm going to release segment 1 or not for October 27th, Sunday. I've been out all day, and something that I figured out is I started here at the main nest that we found last week, and I've traveled about a mile, and it is some of the most inhospitable, impassable type terrain. It's just over the top impassable. So I didn't find a whole lot of sign. It's kind of been uneventful. In the first segment I had a couple big wood knocks coming from across the canyon, but as the sun came out and it warmed up, it slowed down. But I just didn't find a whole lot over there. It's just too thick, it's too impassable. Even the Squatch aren't gonna like it. I mean, it's great hiding apparatus, but just moving through all of that, you just get torn up, smacked in the face with branches and stuff. I mean, it is just really thick. So I made my way back over here to the nest, or to the den, and I'm just gonna take a look around, see if anything's changed. And it looks like it has. Kind of. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, it's so big. But here's the rear entrance. And I just turned around. It was just so impassable. It's just the most inhospitable place for them to want to be, you know, compared to the other side of the canyon where you have the wide open forest. The deer like it. I mean, I found some deer poop and stuff, but this is, like I said, it's just so thick that, you know, you got branches that are smacking you and ripping into your pack, and it's just crazy. So, I mean, like I said, it's probably good for them to hide, but it's just nasty terrain. So I made my way back here. Just to see what's been going on. I've been out since dawn. It was a cold 32 degrees this morning, but it has gotten hot as the sun is now moving over the canyon. So it took me a good couple hours to come back to find the nest, or the den, but I went all along there. I'll be releasing some stills, but nothing really impressive over there. Like I said, it's too thick, and there could be another thing like this in front of your face. You'd never see it, you know, because there's no game trail really. I can tell that the deer don't really like it either when it's that thick. All that dead wood and everything is just smack. Crazy. So I turned back and headed back towards the nest, which is where I'm at now. But it helps me to establish something here, that they could retreat into an area that way, I guess, if they were being hunted down or something, or if they got scared and wanted to hide, because ain't nobody goes back in there. But overall, what I've seen is that they like the forest, you know, the pine trees and so forth, instead of this mess of dead wood. It's a robin. But, you know, they like the pine cones, eating the young ones. There just isn't a lot of food here. Even if they were to chase down a deer in here, like I said, it's so incredibly thick. My face is all scratched up from barreling through that, and it just gets worse and worse as you go. So I said screw it, and I came back this way. But like I said, nothing found on this scale beyond this point for at least a mile. So that's where we're at right now. Anyways, the reason I came back is because I ran across, in my last video I pointed out there was this huge deep cave over here, and I was messing around and started checking out. Well, there's a rear entrance to it, a nice deep rear entrance, and I found some X markings near the entrance, so we're gonna work our way over there and see, so I can show you that. But that was just a crazy hike. I really didn't enjoy that at all. And I had, like I said, I had some really great wood knocks earlier, but I just haven't felt it today. Just not feeling it. Rear entrance. See all these leaves falling? Are just giving it total added hide capability now. Doesn't look like anything's changed. Hasn't been moved or knocked down. Crazy, crazy, crazy. The most hidden nest in the world. Again, I need to quit calling them a nest. Okay, now see, what it is I had showed there's this cave over here. This interesting deep cave. Apples are gone. That's good. It goes in under that rock. It goes in under this huge boulder. It goes like underground. So I was poking around it this morning and I found the rear entrance to it. So see, can't even see the thing, it's so hidden, just feet away. So anyways, and let's see, they took the apples. It's nothing left, not even a core. So that's good sign always. Whoa. Now, again, I gotta try and stay out of the sun as I come around this rear side. But this is really cool. I got the heebie-jeebies too when I was back here. Oh, there's an eagle. Hear that? Or a hawk. Screamed like more like an eagle than a hawk. But here, check this out. Oh, whoa. Okay, so see, on the other side, it goes in under the ground. Now you can see this tree has been bent here and manipulated right outside. Plus there's some gathering of sticks here, like wood. And this is the rear entrance over here. So let me go under this arch. I really did get the heebie-jeebies. Look at this. See how this tree has been bent down, been pulled down with this log that doesn't belong to anything, twisted into here. See this? And there it is, look. So see, if you crawl back in there, it goes under this boulder. I mean, who knows how big the room is in there. So it's been utilized. I don't know if they're there now, but if you crawl in there, you know, And you look at the size coming in from the other side, it just makes one drop in there. So, you know, they've been, look at how they twisted that. So they've been here. They've utilized this. And then of course, you know, the nest is just feet away. What else did I see over here that I kind of freak out when I walk by the entrance to that? There was an X marking, but it looks like it may have been torn down. See, just on the other side here. And that main entrance just goes down and below that boulder. There was an X marking here that's gone now. Unless I'm just mistaken. Oh, here we go. See? Look at that. So see, they marked it perfect. Sasquatch. It's this little entrance. I hear you. That hawk's just screaming away. Woo! That could be a squatch trying to make like a hawk or an eagle. But anyways, see right there. No other animal in nature does this. So they're marking the cave. Now, like I said, you know, it gets so thick, you know, a mile down, the sign just dies off. I didn't run across anything beyond this cave and this den that even resembled any of those X markings or stars or anything like that. So they marked the entrance to that cave. So that's pretty cool. He's up there somewhere, screaming away. That's really neat though. I'm probably not going to release the first segment. It was pretty boring as I was tearing through the bush. I found some interesting caves and stuff, but you know, it's one of those things where if you're not really having any action or finding anything, you just kind of scrap it. But see, all along here, leading up to the den and to that cave, you've got symbology, whatever it means, just marking the area. I guess meaning I've used this cave before. It's Sasquatch hospitable if you want to use it. That's interesting right here. It's about 7 feet up. It's all twisted again into that number 4 symbol. From my eyes, because the sun's hitting all these leaves as they change colors. Alright, let me get between those. There's a red set of glowing eyes just looking at me, but as I zoom in on the viewfinder, it's just some sun hitting some really yellowish colored leaves there, but it looks like 2 glowing eyes from my eye perspective from standing over here. That's trippy. I couldn't be so lucky. So let's make our way back up. Kind of on an uneventful day. If I decide to release that other segment, like I said, I had some wood knocks on it that were kind of cool, but nothing too grandiose. So what I'm going to be doing is, in the next couple weeks, is I'm going to go and reestablish those other nests and start working around those again, because from what I can tell, they like that side of the canyon because of the sun, the west side, with the sun coming over here and it's warm, especially going into the winter months. We're going to focus on those nests. I'm going to continue to come over here, but just not as much because it's just too tough. It's like I said, they may, lay up in the caves around here. Is a good place to hide so that they don't get bothered, because humans don't come back in this mess. This is absolutely nuts. Compared to, just walking through the pine forest over there. Didn't find any more animal hair or porcupine needles. It's been kind of quiet. I haven't felt any presence of anything today, really. So we'll just walk along here. Now, last week, I ran across a damn mountain lion sitting in one of these small caves as I was exiting out. I was walking along, just tearing my way through the bush, and I looked left, and he was sitting in a little cave, just there, he just looked at me. He was gray in color, had a white belly, so he's gray and white, big cat. And it didn't growl or anything. He just looked, kind of surprised, like, whoa, what are you doing here, And I I didn't freak or freeze. I just kept moving. And I heard him tear out, and tear into the bush as I moved away from the cave. But he was just sitting in a little outcropping cave there. And he just gave me this look, kind of like he wasn't concerned. He had a tag on his ear. So he's had, experience with rangers, humans. But, I about crapped my pants. I looked left, and my mind was saying, don't look, just keep moving. And he didn't follow me. He didn't, which was pretty cool. So he has experience with humans, and he just didn't feel like messing with me, I guess. Which is pretty cool. Of course, I wasn't going to stick around to find out a final disposition on that. Okay, so let's just make our way along, and man, that was some really tough stuff I waded through today. Branches and stuff, it's crazy. And I know they're not going to like that. See, a little cave just like this. So I was walking along here, and I looked left, and he was just sitting right there, kind of like a house cat does, with his two legs right next to each other, just in a sitting position. And he just looked at me. What are you doing here? Oh, what's that? So that was kind of cool. I hope I don't run out into them out here. Of course, it's been so slow today no activity, I wouldn't mind having some wildlife activity. It's been so dry too, you're just not going to get any prints. Again, so you know, I have over 2 years of work in here in all the areas I've checked, and I still have other areas I've never been, but from what I gather is that, you know, they're picky too. They don't like it going through all that scrub. They like it like this. Lots of pine trees, open, you know, so they can move around. That stuff, you're just like tearing through it. It's just, nobody likes that, especially because it's ripping their hair off their body. Hold on, was this that cave where that cat was? No. It was like this, so just a little outcropping. I just walked probably 5 feet from him. Damn cat, he was big too. They don't always attack humans. If they're not in the mood, I guess. Unless, if I had stayed there and took his picture, he might have he might have took offense to that. Trying to stay out of the sun. It's getting pretty sunny, which causes a terrible time trying to see what's in front of me. Now, see this tree has been bent and leaned over. It's still alive too, but it's pointing directly at the den. So we've got trees that I've noticed that are pointing at that. Then as you get near the nest or den, you have trees pointing across the river to the other side of the canyon where all the other nests are. So it's kind of predictable almost. Didn't count on it getting this warm either. So anyways, I'm just basically just taking my time out of the park, filming around. We didn't have a whole lot of action. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where that cave was, because I want to see if I find cat prints. That would be cool. I think I came down this way. Meow. Actually, that cat probably weighed 150 pounds, if not more. It was a big, big mountain cat. Where's the trail? I think there's a game trail down here. That's what I'm trying to stick to now. Or find. There's some big step there. Some days you don't have a whole lot of action, if any at all. It pretty much died off for a while. Could be a number of reasons for that. It is deer and elk season, so you got rutting going on, you got a lot of stuff going on. Plus it's such a wide, vast area, like I said, that they just weren't over here today. So you can always see these where someone has stepped, but because you can tell that someone stepped there, but no toe action or anything because the soil's just too hard. So it's really hard to make a determination who made that, but it was a pretty good sized step. It's an art form. It takes a while to learn, but I get better and better all the time at spotting tracks. Check this out. I have no idea what that is. Look at that. There's an old rusty can sitting right there. So just for kicks, let's take a look at this, what this is and the date on it. Oh! Charcoal starting fire. Look at this old rusty can. What's the date on this? Trademark. Let's see, it's all been worn off, but I'd like to get a date on this thing. Petroleum Naphtha. Standard Oil Company. Standard Oil Company was affiliated with Phillips 66 back in the 50s and the 60s. So this can is an antique. It, for whatever reason, has found its, see, it's been sitting in the soil for God knows how long, but look at that. That's probably 1960s or 50s era can. It's all rusted. Standard Oil Company. Chicago, Illinois. They know, there's no date on it, but they no longer exist. They haven't existed for a very long time, so that's kind of cool. So as an artifact, I'm just going to leave it sitting right there. Huh. Never know what you're gonna find.